Hamilton Mayor Fred Eisenberger joins us now with an update on all things happening in the city. Very busy day yesterday for the Around the Bay Road Race.
It was indeed. A good crowd of people showed up. They were filled with enthusiasm in somewhat blustery weather, a little cold, a little chilly, a little slippery actually. But success was had. The race was run as it has been done for since 1894. So we missed a couple of years, but very, very pleased to see it happen again this year. And of course, we're looking forward to next year as well.
And it's great to have people come to the city again. And I'm sure that's a boon for restaurants, for hotels in the area, even parking lots. It makes a difference, right?
It certainly does. You know, we've had a string of events that have brought folks to our city, whether it was the Heritage Classic or the FIFA soccer game, and now the Around the Road Bay Race. Now, normally the Around the Road Bay Race gets about 10,000 people. They limited the amount of people entering the race this year because they weren't sure where all of this was going to go. Mm-hmm. But when they come into town, they fill up the parking spots, they go to the restaurants, they enjoy what Hamilton has to offer for the limited time that they're here, if they're from out of town. And for others that are coming downtown, it's certainly a benefit. So, these are great events, and we look forward to continuing some of these great events as we go through our spring and summer.
Yes, and as we slowly emerge from the pandemic, to that end, I want to talk about vaccines because the city public health is hosting a number of vaccines, and some of them are kind of catch-up clinics, and these are for students whose regular those vaccines that you get in high school or middle school, they had to be put on hold during the pandemic.
Yeah, and they've now got an opportunity to catch up on those vaccines. It's hepatitis B, it's the human papilloma
HPV.
HPV, yeah, that one, and the meningococcal virus. So very important vaccinations that are generally given to students between grade 7 and 10. And so they can book and go to the hamilton.ca catch-up clinic and book their appointment. The appointments are starting actually on tomorrow, and they're freely available, and certainly encourage everyone to catch up on their vaccines. And of course, encourage everyone to continue to get the regular vaccines that are out now for COVID-19, as well as the booster. We're only seeing about 60% of the population taking on the booster shot. It's a very important boost to the vaccination process to be fully protected from serious harm or critical hospital care. So I encourage everyone to get that booster shot, and you can do that at both the Limeridge Mall location as well as the David Braley Center downtown. There are walk-in clinics, easy peasy. Go in there and get your booster shot.
So many people during the pandemic, during the lockdowns, really found solace in the city's park system. And we're kind of adding to that now with more Wi-Fi hotspots in parks. Yeah,
William McConnell Park on the mountain is joining Gage Park and the Waterdown Memorial Park as Wi-Fi location. It's really predominantly about the digital divide. For those that can't afford a significant data plan, you can get that free Wi-Fi at the park. We also have 71 other locations in libraries and other civic facilities where you can get Wi-Fi. And we've also bumped up the speed from 100 megabytes per second to 1,000 megabytes per second, so tenfold. And certainly we've seen significant fiber optic investments from Bell that spent about $500 million in improving our fiber optic connections and connectivity throughout the city. So Wi-Fi is as important, or internet connectivity, I should say, is as important now as electricity and water and hydro. And so it is important that we continue to provide. And for those that are having difficulty affording Wi-Fi data plans, you can get that at some of these critical parks, starting now with McConnell Park.
Okay, and McConnell Park is is it on West 5th?
Off of West 5th.
Yeah,
West 5th,
okay.
Between Stone Church and Rydal Road.
Okay,
Hamilton Mayor. Actually, if you haven't visited that park, that's one to visit. It's one of our newest parks, and it's got a lot of great amenities. So it's worth your while to take a run up there.
Our camera guy who was up there taking some shots of it last week was really impressed at how big it is and how many resources are there. Hamilton Mayor Fred Eisenberger, thank you for the update. Have a great week.
You too, Annette. Thanks so much.